Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we want to look at classes and objects in Java. So, my name is Name Zingwa Peter. Topic that we are going to look at is classes and objects in Java. Now, before we go any further, let's try to understand what is a class. A class is a blueprint or a template on which individual objects are created. As we all know, Java is an object-oriented programming. Anything is represented as an object. An object is a real world physical or non-physical that we create using a class. An object have two characteristics. Which are one, state, two, behavior. So here we are trying to model real world objects as a program. So a template can be like a fruit which can be modeled to an object like orange. Or an apple or a banana. A mobile phone can be modeled in an object like Samsung, E3, or any other phones. So, from this statement, object have got two characteristics. The characteristics are states and behavior. When we look at a fruit, it have got some states and behavior. Let's look at a fruit. It have got name as a state, color as a state, shape as a state, and size. These are the states. These are the states of a fruit. Now, when we want to represent this one as a program, these are represented as fields or variables in a class. Now, a fruit have got some behavior. Let's look at the behavior of the fruit. Which are grow. Fruit can grow. Now, this is the behavior. We also can look at something like a dog. This one is for a fruit. Then if we look something like a dog, now it have also some states, certain states that is supposed to be in. One, have got name, have got color, have got a breed, have got age, these are the states that we have on a dog animal. Then we also have behavior. One, bark. A dog can bark. Two, a dog can run. These are represented as methods. These are represented as fields or variables, methods or functions. The same applies here. Grow is represented as a method or a function. Now, let's try to look at how we can represent these in a program. Let's open our IntelliJ and let's create a new project. This is a Java project. Then let's just create using a project name Java classes. Java classes. Now let's finish. Now we go on and create our new package here under src source file. Then we go and create a package and give it a name like Java package. Now in this package, that's where we can create our classes. Now I'm going to create a dog class. Let me write like a dog. This is a dog class. A dog have got some stats. The stats are name, string name, then string color, then string breed. We have int age. Now let's also create the methods which are the behavior of a dog. Void run. Then let's just try to print something from the run method. Dog running. Now we have got our class, which is a dog with these states which are represented as variables or as fields: name, color, breed, and age. Now we want to understand how can we create a dog object. Now for us to create a dog object in Java, every object is created within the main, that is the entry point of any Java class. So let's create the main here. This is the main. Now for creating an object of the dog object, we say dog d is equals to new dog. We created a dog object being referenced by d. How we can access the method? We just say d dot now run. If we try to run, we can find something like, let's just wait and see, dog running. We are now able to access the method in the dog class. There is a lot that needs to be understood here. This constructor that is being used, that is a default constructor that is provided by our class. If we don't provide any constructor, that one we will look at it in the next lecture. We also look at how can we create a constructor where we pass all these variables in the next lecture, and how we can also pass other methods, the getters and setters method, if we want to create a more detailed object. For now, let's try to look at what we looked at before we look at the next lecture. Now, let's look at what we looked at today. We look at what is meant by a class. Then we say it's a template or a blueprint. We look at an example of a template which consists of states being the fields and the behavior being the method when it is being represented in a class. Finally, we created a simple class and tried to run it. In the next lecture, we want to look at how do we bring in constructors and how can we pass values when we are initializing a class. For more videos, please subscribe. Thank you for viewing.